What does the 4-hour work week actually look like? Hey, my name is John Jonas, and I have been working the 4-hour work week since about 2008. And that's not true. I don't work 4 hours a week. I work about 17 hours a week. But I make a 7-figure income, and I've been doing it since about 2008. And the reason I don't work 4 hours a week is because it wasn't enough for me. I was there, and I was working about an hour a week. And I just got bored. There was only so many times in a day I could take my kids to the golf course, and like I needed something to do. And so I need something to exercise my brain, and I need to keep myself busy. So I get a lot of people that ask me, like, what do you actually do for work? And I thought I'd tell you. First of all, the weekends are completely off. I don't do anything on the weekends. I don't respond to my emails. I don't do anything on Saturday or Sunday. So weekdays, I get up at about 7 o'clock and I help get my kids to school. I make them lunches, I make them breakfast, I read my scriptures. Sometime between 7 and 9 or 9:30, I usually do some yoga. Then around 9:30, I'll come to work and I'll do an hour of work. I'll check our project management system and respond to people who need help. I will check my email maybe and respond to urgent things. And then usually I'll go for a bike ride with my wife. And so we'll be gone for a couple hours. Or in the winter, I'll go skiing with my wife, or I will go and go to the gym and do weights. Actually, I go to the basement at my house and do weights with my wife. We have a full gym in the basement. Or I'll go trail run, or whatever it is. I'll usually do a bunch of exercise in the middle of the day. And I love this because there's very few people out in the middle of the day. So if I go into the backcountry to ski, there's nobody out. If I go into a resort to ski, there's nobody there. If we go to ride mountain bikes, there's nobody there. It's really, really amazing to be out in the middle of the day. So then I come home, eat lunch, and shower, and then I usually go back to work for like 2 more hours. It's 1 o'clock and I go to work until 3 o'clock when my kids are home. And that's given me about maybe 3 hours of work in the day. And so now some days after my kids get home at 3 o'clock, I'll go back for another hour. Some days I won't. Some days I'll get 2 or 3 or 4 hours in that time. But then usually I probably average 3 or 4 days a week that I actually work. So last week we took off on Wednesday and went to Las Vegas and rode our bikes. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The week before, we went out of town on Thursday and Friday, and so I didn't get any work done on those days. So, and then this week, I think I'll be home all week, and I'll get 5 days of 4 hours or 5 hours of work in each day. And typically, that's what the 4-hour work week looks like for me. I spend a lot of time with my wife. I spend a lot of time with my kids. I spend a lot of time riding my bike. I spend a lot of time exercising. I spend a little bit of time working. And the work that I do, and here's the critical piece of this. So what I figured out was if there's something that I'm going to do, I shouldn't be doing it. Like someone else should be doing this. And there's little exception to that. One thing is I'm standing in front of the camera right now, and this is my 1 hour today is recording. I recorded 6 videos today. And so for 1 hour, I will stand in front of a camera where I'm the only one who really can create my content. And I can have someone else create content also. But creating content is a really big deal. And especially when it's personalized content that only I could create or only you can create, that's a good use of your time. What I don't do is I don't edit the content. I don't upload the content. I don't post it. I don't create social media posts from it. I don't put it on YouTube. I don't get links. I don't write descriptions. I don't do any of that. I record and then I set them all to upload and I walk away and I go out and exercise. In fact, I need to go eat lunch right now because I have a trail run with my wife scheduled. So the other piece of this that I do is I think, and that's the most important part of what I think is living the 4-hour work week. So if there's any process in your business that could be done by someone else, it needs to be done by someone else. If there's a process in your business that can only be done by you, I would say find another process. If the road you're going down is like, oh, I'm going to sell coaching. Well, if that coaching involves you doing the coaching, you're trading time for money and don't do it. So it's something that I won't do. For me to do coaching, I will create a training program and I'll record the program, or I'll write the content, or I'll record videos, and then I'll sell that recorded content as my coaching, which is what I did with One VA Away, my One VA Away training, where I'll walk you through the entire process of hiring a VA. Now, I'm not going to personally talk to you as you go to hire a VA, because that doesn't fit any of the 4-hour work week, is me talking to, thousands of people who use One VA Away. Then I would have no time left. So I'll record it myself. And so if you're going to do a training program or a coaching program, think about how you could do it without setting yourself up. So I'll tell you, one time Russell Brunton and I went to speak in Australia together. And he sold his product and he did really well. And then I sold mine. And afterwards I sold mine. I scanned all of the pieces of all the sales sheets that I had, and I sent them to Dan, my business partner. And Russell was there when I did this, and that was it. I was done. I didn't have anything more to fulfill. And he's told me since, this was a really big eye-opener for me. Like, I got to stop selling myself, because I was done fulfilling, and now he had months of fulfillment to go and do. And obviously he makes way more money than I do, but I work a lot less. And so that 4-hour work week, to me, that time is more precious than the money. I make enough money. It's plenty, but the time is more important. Anytime you go to make a decision, and this is the key to me for working the 4-hour work week, is when you go to make a decision about, should we pursue this opportunity? Well, who's going to have to do the work? Is it you, or could someone else do it? If it's you, don't do it. Don't pursue that opportunity. There's plenty of opportunities where you don't have to be the one doing the work, that you can get someone else to do it, and you can be the CEO. And so the most important thing that I do in my business is I think. I think through problems, and I create solutions, and I assign them to someone else to do. I think through processes that we want to improve, or I think through things that we're not doing well, and then I create a solution to it, and I talk to someone else. Or maybe I ask someone else for the solution, and I might tweak it, or I'll say, yes, hey, that's great, let's go do that. Or I'll say, hey, let's do that, but let's modify it like this, and yes, go do it. Or if there's something like, hey, we need to be doing this thing, well, let's hire someone else to do it, and I'm going to do it the first time with them and teach them how to do it. And they're not going to do it right. They're not going to do it how I would have done it. So I'm going to do it with them again, and then they're going to do it better, and then I'm going to do it with them again, and then they're going to do it better. And then the 4th time or 5th time or 6th time, they're going to do it right, and then I'm not going to do it ever again. And to me, that's like pretty important. If you want to live the 4-hour work week, you got to offload the tasks that you're doing. That's what the 4-hour work week looks like for me. I have VAs who do basically everything for me. I don't post on social media. I don't look on social media. I don't have social media on my phone. I don't have Facebook or Instagram on my phone. I don't touch our websites. I don't touch videos. I don't touch YouTube. I don't touch our paid ads. I don't touch Facebook ads or Google ads. I don't touch our customer service. I never see any of these things. I get a report every once in a while on each of these things. How are we doing here? What's going on there? What can we improve here? What are we doing different here? Or I'll see work that we're doing on these things. I'll see a YouTube thumbnail and say like, hey, let's do this better. But I don't create it. I don't get involved with it. I don't upload it. I don't put it on YouTube. I don't do any of that stuff. So, and obviously this doesn't happen overnight. This is a process. I hired my first VA in 2005. So it's been a long process. And I started with one person doing one task, which is what I highly recommend you do. Start with one person. Get something off of your plate that they can do for you. Something that you do that costs you a couple hours a week. Get that thing off of your plate. You'll be amazed at how that frees up your time and your ability to outsource other things, or to accomplish other things, or to go ride your bike, or whatever it is that you want to do. Go play golf in the day, or go do some yoga, or whatever it is. Freeing up that couple hours is really amazing. And then it'll change your perspective on like, hey, maybe I actually could get down to the 4-hour work week. Maybe I could change the way we do things. Maybe instead of being the person that every customer that we have wants to talk to me, maybe I can hire someone else and put them in front of it and get most of the questions answered, so that I get some of the questions coming to me instead of every single question coming to me. So my name is John Jonas. I've been doing this for a long time, and I've worked at it, and I've worked hard at it, and to the point where I still work hard. I just work a lot less, and I try and work smarter. And I will help you do that with my book, The Outsourcing Lever. It talks about my lifestyle in here, and it talks about how I hire VAs to do what I do, and how you can hire people to do the things that you need to get done, and who to hire and why the Philippines, and how to find them, and how to weed them out, and how to hire a great one, and how to manage them. The whole process in my book is free at outsourcinglever.com. It's $7. You pay shipping. pay the shipping because I already bought them. I just bought 1,000 copies of it to send to you. And I want to send it to you. So go to outsourcinglever.com, get the book, and hire a VA. Start getting some of that time back so that you can work towards the 4-hour work week.